All right, guys, welcome back to another Conspiracy Crypto. I'm your host with the most, Tobias Brown. Again, been a long time. I know I haven't been on in a while, but anyway, I've got my fluffy bear behind me here, giving us some luck. The crypto market has been jumping, as you can see, and a lot of coins which I've been recommending before, including VeChain, have had an absolutely monumental run this last couple of weeks. Now, the reason I wanted to get into this today is because of, again, the Bitcoin ETF and because of what's been happening with crypto regulation. So, the big players, we'll get into it, but before you get into it, let me know if you've subscribed. Subscribe, like the channel, help me grow it. I do everything here on my own. It's a stream of consciousness thing, and the idea behind this channel is to try and make you guys money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give you financial advice. I just allow you to make your own informed decision about the crypto market and then whether or not you should get into it. But I will say this, let's get into it. So, today, VET. All right, so we'll have a look at the crypto bubbles here. I've gone off CoinMarketCap. I've decided to go into the crypto bubbles because I think they're slightly better. But anyway, as you can see, VET has seen a little bit of a decline from its high over the last couple of days, but over the month, it's 54% up. So if you put $1,000 in, you're going to get 54% more of your money than you would have had already. Okay, so the reason I like VET, there's lots of reasons I like VET, and I've been heavily invested in VET for quite some time. I believe and I honestly know that VET is going to be used in a mark of, I'm not going to say mark of the beast because I think that's a bit leading, but it's going to be used in a digital ID system. Okay, it will be used in a digital ID system for this coming global governance, which we are hurtling towards at a breakneck speed. Thank you, Alex Jones. So, yes, I believe that VET will play a large part in this. I believe that it will be kind of the glue for the track and trace system for things like global passes, vaccine passports, etc., etc., etc. And it's already had trials for exactly that. But at the minute, what VeChain is, what it's used for is basically a blockchain with the idea of transitioning data. So it can be used to break down individual bits of data into a long chain so you can see where something started and where it ended. So, for example, if you're a wine producer, you can use VeChain to put a QR code which you can read at the end of a bottle of wine for the end consumer, where you just scan it and it will tell you not only where that wine came from the farm, but it'll tell you the individual grape in the individual field and the individual plot of land. It'll tell you the exact soil ratio that it had. It'll tell you every single piece of available data about that one grape to make that bottle of wine and every other grape that made that bottle of wine. All right? So it's part of the Internet of Things. It's going to be huge in terms of AI. And I honestly believe that the idea of VET is such an amazing one because of that alone and what it's going to be used for in terms of ID. So you think about what I've just said there and transfer that to a person and their medical history and their work history and their banking history, and you're starting to get an idea of how invasive VeChain is going to become in our lives. It will be as known as Google, in my opinion, in the future. Okay, so yeah, all right, it's taken a dip right now, but I still don't think 4 cents is going to worry many people if it's going to go a lot higher than that. My prediction for it at this bull run will be about 75 cents to a dollar. Seriously. It did 25 cents on its last big run up, and I really don't see it getting any less than that. So I honestly say 75 cents to a dollar would be my prediction for VeChain on this particular bull run coming now. Okay, so that's my 2 cents on that. And I wanted to talk about another aspect of VeChain which I really like, which is staking. So I'm going to put this in here. As I said, everything I do on this channel is just me talking my own thoughts as I think them. So There's no editing. There's no maybe a little bit of editing, but not very much. And it's basically the idea of stream of consciousness. So a lot of other channels will chop and change and give you all the information, but this is really my stream of consciousness. So I put, sorry for that if I make some mistakes, but I just wanted to show you this. So this is VET. So let's say you held 50,000, okay? 50,000. So when VET is held, it creates another currency, which is its staking currency, which is VThor. So it's saying that every day that you hold 50,000 VET, you're making 21.6. Yeah? No, 20. Yeah, yeah. No, 21,060. That is right. Yeah, so 21,060 VThor. Now, at the minute, that's worth approximately 3 VeChain or 11 cents. So every day you're making 11 cents just for holding this. So in a week you're making 79 cents and in a month you're making $3.38. Now when VeChain gets up to where I'm talking about it getting to, your 50,000 VET will be worth a heck of a lot more money, and so will this. So your basic staking, your 21,060, let's say it gets to, you have to do this on the old calculator. Yeah, so you can see that you can generate potentially quite a lot of money daily and never have to work again just by holding quite a few VET. So there's a few currencies like that out there, but VET is one of the ones which I would highly recommend. So yeah, that's what you can do. So with your staking, you can generate extra cash, which you can then plow back into VET, so 3 VET a day, 18 a week or 78 a month for free. Or you can then be using that to invest in something else or even live your life. Not so bad, is it? So that's the beauty of crypto, and that's one of the reasons that I personally hold VET, because in the future, when this thing is worth a lot of money, then you could be generating quite a lot of passive income for doing absolutely nothing, and that's the goal in life, guys. You want to have passive income. You do not want to have to work for a job, and it's very few things out there which will give you quite as passive income as some of the cryptos that I will talk about on my channel. But VeChain, one of the reasons it will pump and one of the reasons it's going to be an amazing, amazing investment opportunity, not financial advice, is because of this. All right. So let's go back to what it's used for. In terms of its governance protocol, it uses consensus protocol. It's distributed among the holdings. So it has KYC and they have vote holders. So basically, if you hold a lot of VET, then you become a vote holder and you can vote on the way the project is going and what's happening with it. Okay. So with the new regulations, I don't foresee a crash anymore. I was thinking there was going to be a pullback, but it looks like because of what's happened with the incredible ETF and the fact that Bitcoin is flying, there might be a small pullback, but I don't see it. I see the bull run now. This is it. I think we're in it, and I think it's going to continue. So I don't see a pullback until maybe after the halving. That's traditionally when it happens. So we'll get up to the halving, we'll have a pullback, and then we are off to the races. But up to the halving, we are going to see increases in prices in every single blue chip crypto, no doubt. Now, I wanted to point this out. So this is how awful the mainstream media is. Basically, whatever they say is, I'm not saying it's total crap, but I'm saying they're there to mislead you. So this is an interview with Moody's, right? Moody's, huge financial consultancy. They basically are analysts. They analyze different hedge funds, and they said Bitcoin ETFs too small to affect broader investment landscape. And they said that on January the 12th. Really? Okay, so in the last month, the Bitcoin ETF has become the most bought financial asset in Wall Street's history. So what do they know? What do they know? Or do they know and they're trying to keep you away from it? Have a thought of that your own. Think about that for yourself, okay? Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed that. Please think about the options that you've got out there, staking coins, and I will cover a lot more of those in this channel as we go on. But yeah, take it easy and make sure that you check out all the rest of the videos I've done. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. See you later.